Welcome back to another episode of Up the Score Show. In today's episode, we're going to be doing our first round initial reactions. All right, so like I said, in episode 209 of Up the Score, we will be having our initial first round reactions. These series are halfway over, or not even halfway. The first two games, Larry, you can pick it off with what series you like to start it off with.
I think we start with a weaker series. Let's go Celtics and Magic going on right now. I think the Magic just have been struggling for 3-point line all season long. Celtics have the opposite of that problem. And yeah, they don't really stand a chance. I think this is probably gonna be a sweep, especially if they don't win this game. With Tatum being out right now. So yeah, definitely going Magic. I mean Celtics like 4 games, maybe 5 if they're lucky to win this
Larry,
series.
Larry, I feel like what you said just contradicted yourself. You said
Uh,
let's start it off with the easy series and started it off with the Celtics Magic.
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's easy to figure out.
No, it's not. This is a series where Jason Tatum is missing games. We don't ever see that, Larry. That means he's like hurt. Tatum is usually here.
I don't think Tatum's injury is going to be that big of a factor, especially if he misses like 1 or 2 games. I still think Celtics got that series. I don't think they win. I don't think the Magic win a game where everyone's healthy.
You know when Jason Tatum isn't on the court, in my opinion, the Magic have the two best players. I think
That's
Franz
a fact.
Wagner. Franz Wagner has been playing better than Jalen Brown, and
Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brown,
In one
like
game,
no, throughout this season, and
uh,
and right now Jalen Brown's a little bit shaken up too. Like Jalen Brown's not that healthy. Like he's a little bit hurt. He's playing through it.
I, I would just like to say that
KP,
this is the one team that the Celtics did not want to see win or lose. Because Orlando is a naturally physical team. The thing is that the way that they play defense and the way that they defend, you're basically going to be in a fight against them almost every game. So you got to have physically, you got to have the team to really withstand the punishment that they dish out. I mean, they like to me, like they're one of them teams. Physically, they could wear you down defensively and offensively because they got guys that's gonna lower the shoulder and they're gonna force the issue. Paulo Banchero, bro, like he's gonna lower the shoulder and force the issue. So what you can't do is if you're the Celtics, you can't allow yourself to get in a back and forth series to where basically your lineup is being basically crippled, by the more physical team, which is the Orlando Magic. So I mean, Orlando Magic is the kind of team that I really like, bro. Like if we gonna lose, we taking somebody down with us.
yep,
Hell with
yep,
us.
yep, and that's what I was kind of saying last year that the Celtics they got to avoid a lot of that because like Jimmy Butler he was hurt and that's the type of player he is. The Magic that's the type of team they is and they didn't play a team like the Magic. They're playing teams that allow 3-point shooting, such as the Pacers, and the Celtics are a 3-point shooting team. Uh, Celtics, hopefully they win this series, but I would love if the Magic could just pull something off also. But
wait, so hold on. So if Tatum misses 2 games, right? Do they easily beat the Celtics, the Magic?
nah, that's the thing about it. The Celtics roster is so good, and they got Porzingis. But
I thought
actually,
I think this is easy. It's 5 games max, in my opinion.
yeah, that's how
But
you feel.
but the 5 games is gonna cost them because they're gonna be missing bodies in that 5 games. The thing about Orlando is like I said before, if we're gonna lose, we're taking some we're making sure you're not getting out of this series 100%. That's
Yeah.
Orlando Magic. And I don't think they do it purposely. I just think they naturally are a physical team. They
They
got
got
Yeah,
6 players all over the place, bro. Like,
100%. Maybe they're 85% going to face the Knicks or the Pistons. Do they survive that
you
series?
you
Or no?
damn sure don't want to face the Pistons if you're coming out of this series.
Yeah, that's fact. That's fact.
That's what you don't want to do.
Right.
Why, like, bro, you just got out of a series with a physical team, in what 5 or 6, supposed to be 5 games or 6 games maybe. And like, first off, you got to win tonight's game. That's one. Without your best player. Two, you got to continue to sacrifice bodies because you're going into the next game or the next 2 games without your best players. That means the best players on the court. Your best player on your side is Porzingis.
Nah, Jaylen Brown is he a playoff riser as of recently? Is Jaylen Brown a playoff riser?
It depends.
I think defensively, no matter what he is, defensively he is.
Defensively, yeah. Well, offensively, it really depends on the matchup. The Celtics is not a team. They're not a team that's going to get anything out the mud. They lean on, if we got a matchup, we're going to use it. This is one of the reasons why Porzingis is probably leading the team in scoring right now.
Yeah.
If they don't have a mismatch, they can't win anything. The Celtics, if they don't have, if their role players are not better than the other team's role players definitively, they can't win anything. I told people last year that they won a championship solely because of their role players. They role play. They're the only team, bro, that got 2 Scottie Pippens that get carried by their role players.
All right, Leaf. That's a little bit overboard, but at the same time, not at all, because Derek White be coming in consistently scoring 30. That's the thing about the Celtics. Even though they missing Tatum, the team is still very good. It's just a physical matchup like the Magic. No matter what is going to make them a weaker team because Porzingis is someone who struggles to stay healthy. Al Horford is going to be playing against a lot of physicality as a 40-year-old man. Jaylen Brown is coming back from injury. Also Tatum, who are your 2 star players. And while they're coming back from injury, you facing up against a lineup that has 3 power forwards in their starting lineup. Paolo and Franz are both power forwards. It's just that they're such a good duo that you got to put the 2 power forwards in, similar to like how the Boston Celtics got 2 small forwards, but like the 2 small forwards are so good you got to plug both of them in. Wendell Carter also is a power forward in my opinion. So like them having 3 power forwards and being a very physical team, they're quicker than Porzingis. They're moving and they're running into him. So it's like the next series they're going to be tired and beat up a little bit, and Tatum's already getting beat up. The series just started. So, like, I
tell you what the Celtics should be lucky about. They should be lucky that the Pistons are not up 2-0 in their series, because if they were, the Pistons was going to go back to Detroit with home court advantage, and I am happy to report. I had some good folks up in Detroit. They said, and I quote, "No Tangerine fans have made their way to downtown Detroit and Little Caesars Arena." I repeat. No Tangerine fans have made their way to Detroit and downtown Little Caesars Arena. They don't belong down there. I heard a Knicks fan, bro. He was met down there with physical intent, and he is on his way back home. So, the Celtics is very, very lucky that the Pistons are not up 2-0, because if they were, I was calling a gentleman's sweep in that series.
I disagree, Leaf. I think the Pistons is a lineup that the Celtics should want to see because they're a more traditional lineup. Yeah, the Pistons are like physical too, and like Isaiah Stewart's gonna be a crash out, but like, yeah, get kicked out after that. The Knicks are genuinely physical with like OG Anunoby, Josh Hart and stuff, and their depth chart is like kind of short. So like the Celtics are gonna beat either one of those teams. The Celtics matchup problem is the Magic, in my opinion. Knicks, Pistons, bro, they got the guards to guard Jalen Brunson. They got the guard play to guard Cade Cunningham. Right now I'm watching Cade play. He's a scorer, and like him and OG Anunoby about the same size. So OG doesn't really have a like thing he could go to after Cade. Exactly. Derek White. I was listening to Patrick Beverly, and he right, because I do this in real life. When you have 6'3" Derek White and 6'7" Cade Cunningham, his advantage is that he could get low and get a steal when Cade Cunningham is so tall and the ball got to go back up to him. Derek White could play low. But one thing about being guard about me in a guard, and when you watch Shea, he always does it. Shea stays low. He makes sure he's always the lowest. And I mean,
Right.
Derek White 6'3" in a defensive menace. And what's gonna be on you when you get switched? Drew Holiday. You know, like it's gonna be a tough matchup for Cade. And Cade is somebody who's prone to turn the ball over. So like being somebody who turns the ball over and facing the Celtics, he could go out and beat the Knicks, and people will look at him differently because how bad it could look against the Celtics because of the little amount of spacing they got. And like it's similar to Paulo, but he's better, you know, as a playmaker.
Right.
Yeah.
My thing is, bro, if everything that you're saying is correct about Orlando being the worst matchup, then the Celtics shouldn't be able to get out of the second round if that's the case. If everything that we're saying about them wearing them down, no matter how short or how long the series carries out, if you get worn down in a 5-game series by a team that just matches up with you, bro, you're basically the Philadelphia 76ers.
Nah, I disagree. I think this is what makes champions. Like this is what makes a Finals MVP right here. This is Jason Tatum if he wants a Finals MVP. Like this team, if they go past the Celtics, they should, in my opinion, make the finals. Like
you talking about Orlando?
No.
You worded that
Celtics.
wrong.
Yeah, I worded it wrong. If the Celtics beat the Magic, they should have a road to the finals.
I don't know, bro. Like usually a team that gets crippled and worn down by a team that's clearly more physical than them, usually next round, the team that they played, that's for the picking.
But the thing is, all right, out of all these teams, Leaf, who's the most physical?
Orlando.
If they get the most physical team out, which is their weakness, they could feel untouchable. You unfuckwittable. My biggest weakness is physicality, and I just beat the most physical team. Let's go. We going to the finals again. And matter of fact, when I get to the finals, I want finals MVP because they ain't give it to me last time. Coach, they ain't even put me in the Olympics, bro. I want this final. I'm hurt right now. Like when Tatum come back, he got to be pissed off because he sees that this is his biggest weakness too. The
thing about the Celtics is they are facing the most physical team, but even when they face teams that are not as physical than the Magic, they have gotten before, and they've gotten and everybody want to say, yo, it's different because of the role players, and I agree, but at the same time, how many games can you win with the role players carrying you?
It's not carrying. And the thing about it is Jaylen Brown and Tatum create advantages for them, and the Boston Celtics run 5 out. That's just what it is. They get in open threes because Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, what they're creating downhill. And if it's not Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown creating downhill, they at least tried during the possession. So Kristaps probably got a mismatch because he's 7'3". If anyone else besides the center is on Porzingis, it's a mismatch.
Well, you could say that. You could say everything that you say about Jaylen, Tatum, and Brown in terms of them creating stuff for everybody else. And at least going forward, for the time going forward, with Brown and Tatum being hobbled by a little knickknacks, the creators, I could dare say, and I might be wrong by saying this, the creators on that Boston team may very well be Drew Holiday and Porzingis.
No, Porzingis is the scorer. I'll say that. Like he's the scorer and defender.
Okay.
But the thing about Derek White and Drew Holiday, they're point guards. So it's either Tatum and Brown creating downhill and causing mismatches. And if it doesn't work out, they throw it back to a point guard that sets the offense up and finds the mismatch. The Celtics are just a traditional team that could run 5 out and use common sense. Like the Celtics don't beat themselves. They shoot open shots and they create open looks. Like that they're the best team. They're the best team in the league.
The only time they beat themselves is when those shots don't go in and they lean on it.
They take open shots.
And the thing is, and now they have somebody that can go 1-on-1 and have a clear-cut mismatch, which is Porzingis.
Yeah.
When they put him at the elbow and they give him the mismatch that he wants, one dribble shot or one dribble fade, or pull up over somebody like that. That is really their biggest trump card.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
Porzingis.
And talk about award winner, 6th man of the year. When they don't have that defensive menace duo, they have a 6th man of the year. Shooting
Right.
threes. And he shoots threes so well, he won 6th man of the year. So it's like, yeah, I get it. If they have a bad shooting game, they finna lose, but they got shooters. They got shooters, bro. And Tatum, honestly, having him out probably makes they shooting better. So sometimes the way Tatum be shooting.
Well, listen, that makes sense. But all I'm gonna say is this: the one thing that about a team that's out physically, that you're being out physical by, you don't want to give them any airspace. Like I'm just looking at the score. I'm not even looking at the game, and I can tell the Celtics are uncomfortable. They don't like to be in. They don't like to be in games against teams that even though Orlando is more physical than them, the Celtics is light years better than Orlando. We all know that.
Yeah, they missing their best player, and the fact that they still like winning shows you how good this team is. Larry's right. They still win the series, but like one more injury happens against this physical Magic team that's keeping it close.
And this might be a 6-game series if one more key injury happens.
Yeah. No. This is gonna be a good series. Watching it right now, it's a good game. But who do you think gonna win this series, Lee?
I mean, I got the Celtics by default.
Yeah,
that's the
that's what Larry meant. It's like we all got the Celtics, but like Larry, it's not an easy pick, bro. Like I think it's the hardest pick in the East, but like all the picks in the East are obvious.
I think the Knicks and Pistons are the hardest pick, bro. What? Hardest
Knicks
pick?
Pistons? No, that's not hard at all.
That's crazy.
Let's start talking about that series. Larry, talk to me. What you thinking?
I got the Pistons.
I see Jalen Brunson in the playoffs.
The Pistons are the tougher team. Like they got the most mismatches, bro. Like I'm looking at this team. Everybody keeps like somehow, some way, Kay Cunningham is the 3rd best player in this series, but yet he has the most advantages. So I'm like that. No. I see your face, bro, and I said the same thing. Somehow, some way, people keep telling me that Kay Cunningham is the 3rd best player in this series, yet he has all the advantages.
Yeah.
How does that work? How do you have all the advantages? And listen, and you're telling me coming into this series, you're the 3rd best player in this series coming in, but you have all the advantages at the one at 6'7". How does that work?
Would you?
Yeah. I mean, for Knicks, for me, man, Jalen Brunson's there. We see Cat last year in the playoffs, how dominant he was in that one series.
Dominant.
He was balling in that series, bro. He was
dominant.
Balling.
Dominant.
He was balling. You have to admit, he was balling in that series last year. I forget what series it was. I do forget, but he was balling.
What series are you talking
about? I'm looking up right now, man. I'm looking up right now. He was going
dominant.
Yeah, he was going off.
You must be talking about that Phoenix series.
Not Phoenix. Not Phoenix, bro.
You got to be talking about that Phoenix series.
What y'all was talking about?
Last year in the playoffs, like a pretty late series. Like he was pretty dominant in that series.
Who?
The Suns? The Sun series?
No, not the Sun series. What series was it?
The Denver series?
Which player?
You talking about Cat?
What? Cat?
Dallas.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Dallas.
No, hold on. Wait. So, Larry, let me get this straight. If somebody tells me
dominant,
yeah, that's what I said. Dominant.
Maybe the wrong word, but he was balling out.
Edwards was dominant.
Bro, Cat was there too. So he was up there with
what Cat was doing, Cat
was support.
Yeah, Cat was like, look, he's 7 feet tall, and Rudy Gobert's a really good defender. I think you're talking about the Nuggets series where they surprised us.
You're right.
Because Cat was like just putting his hand. Look, we were talking about it. That's our most viewed episode, by the way. They were just asking Cat to just put his hands up and rebound. Do nothing else on defense. Put your hands up and rebound. Rudy Gobert got Jokic. Put your hands up and rebound. Okay, nothing else. Right now, he's the center. Barbecue chicken.
That's Ruby Tuesdays, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, I'll be honest with you. No. But really though, bro. Like, if somebody tells me that coming into this Piston series, that Cade is number 3 behind Cat and Brunson, bro, and I'm losing my mind. I'm like, what the hell are we doing? Brunson can't do anything, bro. Assault Thompson had him in the jailhouse. He can't do anything unless he goes to the free throw line. Cat is line drive. He has no moves. He has nothing. He can't move anybody.
He's a play finisher. He's a shooting guard, and if his point guard is getting locked up, he can't use his pump fake.
Exactly. If he gets into that pump fake and drive, bro, he is cooked. Cade Cunningham, bro. He may leave by the end of game 4. Cade Cunningham will probably look like the best player in this series, and it won't even be close. I promise you, bro. Like, they put OG,
look,
they put OG on him. Hold on, wait. They put OG on him, bro, and that shit is still fish.
Yeah, there's only been 2 small guards in NBA history to lead a team to a championship. Steph Curry, Isaiah Thomas. It's hard. When you can put a 6'7", agile, young, athletic freak on a guy that he's 6 inches taller than and more stronger than, because Jalen Brunson's thing is that he's physical and get to the floater game.
Right.
You're not doing that on a Thompson twin, bro.
Bro. The Thompson twins, bro. It might be fair to say, bro. I might be saying it way out of turn, but that Wemby draft might be the best defensive draft that I've seen in years. It might be the best. It might be the best defensive too. But that might be the best defensive draft of all time.
Yeah, you know what it is? I think we about to get into
wait. Hold on, wait, Larry, you fighting that?
No, I agree. It's just funny that 2 years ago we had the best defensive draft. That's just funny. That's all.
That is the best defensive draft of all time.
You're probably right. It's just funny. It was 2 years ago. That's all. But you're probably right.
And it was only 2 years ago. You got Wemby, the Thompson twins. Who else you got?
Wemby.
Did I miss somebody?
No. There's more people. No, you're right.
Wemby
draft.
What year was that? Brandon Miller, Bilal, Culley.
Brandon Miller.
Oh, Culley. Bilal.
Eddie Black. They're lively in that. Derek Lively was in that? Are you kidding me?
All right, so defensively, the defensive stars of that draft, you got Wemby, you got the Thompson twins, you got Bilal. Taylor Hendricks is a good defender. Cason Wallace.
Yeah. Cason Wallace. God damn.
Derek Lively. You got
Whitmore.
It's a name at least. I mean,
I'm taking Whitmore.
I mean, Andre Jackson Jr. It's over. No, it's over. Oh, no. Toumani Camara. He's a great defender. Toumani Camara.
No.
Yes, Toumani Camara on the Blazers. Yes.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. If I had to make an over or under.
Oh, you talking about Camara?
Yeah.
He's in the draft.
Kamara I ain't gonna lie, Kamara is cool. Kamara is cool.
Yeah, he's a great defender.
Hold up, Anthony Black. What we doing?
Yeah, we named him.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. To be honest, I wonder how the 2024 one looked, because I remember talking about this draft class, and I just kept saying it's straight defense, because Ricochet's defense, Alex Stephon Castle, Ron Holland. We haven't seen him yet, but he played. When he playing on Brunson, he looked similar to the twin, but he's not as good.
I think I think Donovan Klinger might be the best defensive big in this draft.
I said that, and I agree with you. Yeah.
Gonzalez?
Yes, exactly. Montas.
Khalil Ware.
Khalil Ware.
Khalil Ware.
How you feel about how you feel about McCain defense?
I'm not. I wear it. Yeah.
You said McCain. Who was that?
No, Jared McCain.
Jared McCain.
I don't know.
No. Hell no. I'm not.
And you know what's the best thing about this class? The best defenders haven't even really like started yet because Darron Holmes, he tore his Achilles on the Nuggets, and that's a big thing that the Nuggets are missing this year. Ryan Dunn won Defensive Player of the Year in college. He hasn't really been getting too much time on the Suns because they suck, but on the defensive side, he looked crazy.
I like Jalen Wells.
Jalen Wells is amazing. Yes, and I think when we talk about that Grizzlies series, we'll talk about him a little more. But like the diet on the Knicks is a good defender.
Filipowski, bro, is okay. He's not bad.
Yeah.
Jonathan Mobo is, but I mean, when we talk about
Bronny James.
All right. Now we're going too far. Okay, all right. Well, look, all I'm gonna say is, bro, like Wemby alone, bro, clears this draft.
Yeah.
Wemby and the Thompson twins alone clear that shit.
If Wemby stays healthy, yes.
The hell with hell, he stay healthy.
When we stay healthy.
The hell with that. We're leading the league in total blocks. What we doing?
Yeah.
The hell with the hell.
And he ain't even played since February.
Exactly.
Yeah, wouldn't be crazy. This series is crazy too though because it's 1-1 and the Pistons have been macking on the Knicks from the majority of these series. Like the first game they lost was on some like just stupid stuff, you know. Kay Cunningham though, Leaf, you right, bro. He has been balling out, and the Knicks depth chart is very much showing.
Porzingis is out. I think Porzingis might be leaving.
You see what we talking about, Larry? You know that
Porzingis is out.
Wow. Magic are physical.
So with this being said, I'm turning this Cleveland game off, brother.
I just did the same. I literally just did the same. As soon as he said that,
turning this down.
I just did the same.
What happened?
Goga like hit him in his elbow into his forehead.
He elbowed his forehead. He'll be back, but like
maybe back this game. Maybe this game, but
he caught a bionic elbow. One of them.
Yeah.
Holy
hard one.
Bro, bro, that's what we talk about, Larry. The Magic, they got the bigs. They bro. They put that size on you.
Orlando. That like the thing is that they have height and physicality at the positions where you're not supposed to have it. They have it at the 2, the 3, and the 4. And like in today's game, you're supposed to have more finesse players there. The thing is that Franz and Paolo, they can play like inside and out so much, in that they can do the physical stuff. If they had Mo Wagner and Suggs in this series will probably go to 6.
The series, oh my god! If they had Suggs and Mo, bro, that's more size and more defense.
Exactly.
No, bro, bro. And then it's less Cole Anthony minutes where he's getting turnovers. No, bro.
Exactly. Yeah.
I would actually probably have a hot take if those guys was healthy. You know, like I would have a hot take, especially with how they hurting up on the Celtics right now. Last year, I was literally saying the Celtics keep dodging all these series with physicality, and as a Heat fan,
as long as that hot take don't lead with Orlando is beating the Celtics in the
not this year, not this year with how the health is going for the Magic, because the Magic
I don't no year, bro. That health or no health, bro. The hell with that.
No.
I'm not beating, bro. Hold on, wait. The one thing I'm not gonna do is be stupid. Listen, I don't like the Celtics. I think they still got 2 Scottie Pippins and a bunch of great role players. But listen, the way that they play and the way that those role players show up in big games, Pritchard, Horford, Drew, Derek White, Hauser, Porzingis, bro, that is top level role players.
That's
Tatum and Brown is literally on the team where they got Google roadmaps.
okay. Well, what I'm living in is a world where the Magic do the right thing. Like last year in my mock draft, I had them taking Khalil Ware. So like, but what they did instead, they got competition for Paulo and Franz and got Tristan da Silva. They, like you said, are over maxed on wings. They got too many. They got so many wings that this is a team that plays Paulo and Franz at guards sometimes. Like those guys are not guards. They get played at guards sometimes, and like that's what it is. They got no center play and no point guard play. They just got straight wings that are physical and play defense. And the thing about it, I'm saying this in a world where they get Anthony Simons like thing.
I think the type of point guard that they're looking for is more of like somebody like they got the right idea with Anthony Black. He just don't have the skill set.
He's not a point guard. He's Amen Thompson. That they got too many of those. I've been saying this since last year, Leaf.
I think he might be Amen Thompson.
Leaf. If you go on my mock draft video, I compared him and Amen to each other during the draft. Wow. Like they looked exactly like each other.
So wait a minute. Anthony Black is a watered down Amen Thompson?
Yes. Okay. It's similar to I even compared it to the Shea or to the Cade draft. I mean, where you had Cade at pick 1 and Josh Giddey at like 7. They're the same guy, but like Cade is better. Cade is better. Like they're point forwards, but one of them could shoot.
One of them for sure. Okay, I mean, well, so I think the point guard that they need is,
they need 3-point
shooting. Yeah,
just get Anthony Simons, Chuck.
I got a question.
What up?
Would you be all right with them getting Josh Giddey and a bunch of shooters to pair along with Franz and Paulo?
Nah. Josh Giddey and Paulo and Franz, they all want the ball in their hands. No.
I think Giddey can play without the ball because Giddey does intangible stuff. Giddey gets on the boards. Like the way that Giddey plays, it like Giddey gets in the spots that Rondo used to get in Boston, bro. Like where you could forget about him and you don't worry about him on the perimeter, but he's sneaking in for an offensive rebound and then cutting to the basket and getting a layup or something.
You know what it is? Leaf, you could put Stephen Curry.
I think Giddey is the perfect facilitator for them.
I get that, but my problem, Leaf, is you could put Stephen Curry on this team, and I still don't think they'd have enough 3-point shooting.
Yeah.
Would they need it? They got Steph.
But even if they had Steph, he wouldn't have 3-point shooting around him. They need multiple shooters.
Let me just clear the air for everybody. To everybody that's listening, the Warriors didn't have shooters outside of Steph and Clay. I repeat, the Warriors didn't have legitimate shooters outside of Steph and Clay.
And Clay.
Yeah, that's it.
I know. I'm just saying they need multiple. Yeah, 2 is multiple. Leave 2 is multiple.
Okay, 2 is multiple.
They could have Curry and they'd still have nothing else.
So wait, Franz you don't trust Franz with the 3-point?
No, not right now. Not right now. He's in his 2007 Braun era, bro.
The entire roster right now. Look. Entire roster this season has not shot anywhere 37%. Like from
Paulo's their best shooter.
What was it? 37 right now.
I mean, but hold up. No. They got KCP. If you ask
KCP
is shooting bad too. They're all shooting below 37%. No one's above 37% right now.
Who's shooting 37?
Nobody. That's the problem.
Oh shoot! So everyone's at like 36.
Nobody on that team is shooting 37%.
Man, everybody's at 36.
And them niggas still made the playoffs. They was gonna be a top 4 seed without the injury.
And they were hurt. Yes. They are that physical and strong, Larry, that they can just brick, but they just
they can out physical you, bro, and get to the postseason that easy.
The problem is they out physical themselves too. Because they hurt, bro. Like they
They
play
out physical themselves.
bro, they need some shooting, chill out, and shoot the ball, bro. It's a basketball game. We are not wrestling, Orlando. Just
Bro,
chill
look,
out.
Yes, we are. Why not?
Hold on, Lee, bro. Right now on the team, we have 140% shooter, Caleb Houston. Everybody else is at 36% or lower. KCP's at 34% right now from three.
And Caleb Houston, my problem with the Magic is this. He plays the same position as your star player. So it's like, no, he's not getting time.
Right.
He's not getting time. He's not
Yep.
spacing out the court for them.
You
They
know,
don't
that's
want to
that,
use
that's the same thing. That's the same thing with Jet Howard. That's the same thing with Houston. It's the
They
same
literally
thing with
drafted
Silva.
Jet Howard and don't even use him. Look, the Magic problem is that they keep drafting the players who they think got the highest upside while they got 2 max contract players. Dude, go get you some shooting. You have 2 max contract players. Even if you hit on what you want to hit on, you're gonna just put yourself in a weird predicament.
I mean, but ain't that the same thing Houston did, bro? When they hit on all 8 picks, bro, and now they can't get rid of him. Like Reed Shepard is supposed to be the next guy up. Cam Whitmore is supposed to be the next guy up.
Shoot. No, Reed Shepard could shoot though.
They don't get Reed Shepard then.
The thing is, when Van Vliet has a big deal and Van Vliet walks away, boom, Shepard, he could shoot, replacement.
And plus, Rockets have all 3 square shooters. Everyone can shoot on that team. Everyone. Jalen Green can shoot. Alfred Sengun can shoot.
Can Jalen Green shoot?
He can shoot, bro. Not officially, not like fucking.
Not against the Warriors. I done seen them games, bro. He is a piece of shit against them.
Trying to tell you.
He is 100% rat ass against the Warriors, bro. Like he ain't, bro. He is dog dude.
Hey, you gotta remember though, this is his first playoff game ever.
And I ain't trying to hear that, bro. Like, come on, bro. He dog dude. This is the
first game.
This is the Warriors, bro. He has 2 good games against the Warriors. Tell me that I'm lying, because I got the whole thing right here on my phone. He has 2 good games against the Warriors. That's it.
Playoffs is an entirely different league, bro. Playoffs and regular season, entirely different league. You can't go off the regular season. Can't.
Bro, okay. If he's historically bad against the Warriors in the regular season, why is that subject to change in the playoffs?
What'd you say? If he's bad during good during regular season? Hold up.
If he's historically bad against the Warriors in the regular season, why do I think it's going to change in the playoffs? What do you see that is making his performances against the Warriors subject to change? I don't see anything.
Oh, me neither. But I'm just saying, different league.
What are we doing?
Maybe he gets better. We'll see. It's been 1 game. Alfred Sengun first game. Jabari, all these guys first game in the playoffs. Let's see them next game or in 1 hour. We'll see what happens.
Bro, Fred VanVleet is pissing me off, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
But it's not Fred's job to score 20 points. It's not his job. That's Jalen Green and Alfred Sengun's job.
Then what is his job? He getting paid. Y'all, he robbing y'all for $130-something million.
Fred is there to develop this team and play defense and play make.
Develop?
Which he's done perfectly.
Develop?
He is, yes.
Hold up. Wait. Time out. Wait, Larry. Correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all lead the league in offensive rebounds. That means in order for y'all to win, y'all have to take twice as many shots as y'all opponents, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's fair to say if y'all not substantially better in each of these games in the playoffs on the offensive glass, bro, y'all gonna have a hard time beating this Golden State Warriors team.
We will have a hard time. Yeah, it's the champions. Curry and Jimmy Butler. Yeah, it's going to be a hard time. No, I'm not picking the Rockets to win the series at all. But we do have to play better, though. I'm not going to lie to you. I expect this team this season to kind of go to play in and get eliminated in the play-in tournament. I expect them to be a fucking second seed, honestly. I'll be completely honest.
They messed around in 152 games.
I know.
When Jalen Green leading the team in scoring.
We're in the NBA playoffs right now. Premature. That's all I'm gonna say. We're here.
Premature.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Straight up. Premature.
So wait. So you telling me, bro, that the Rockets basically peaked?
No. We still no. There's Prince still 21 years old. Jalen Green's like 22 years old, whatever. We're still growing team. But look at every team in the league right now. Every single team in the league. Everyone has a definite number one guy that they can go to. We don't really have that yet. We're still kind of debating Jalen Green, Alperen Sengun. Who's our super?
Yeah, I got a number 3 and a number 2 right now. Y'all don't have no number.
Exactly. Everyone else, Curry, Ant, Braun, Luka. Everyone else has number 1, bro. Everyone else except for us.
Right.
So we're wrong here.
Hey, just the sidebar, bro.
In the heat.
But just the sidebar, real quick, bro. But this time next year, I need to see Zion and Wemby in the playoffs, bro. The hell with that, bro. Like, the NBA got to do something to get them there, bro. Like, for real. I'm seeing Ant-Man. I'm seeing Paolo. I'm seeing Cade. These are number 1 picks in the playoffs, and Wemby and Zion is not here. Something is wrong.
Wait, hold on. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wemby could have been in the playoffs this season if they get injured. They could have made it. De'Aaron Fox being there as an addition. Summer Castle be a rookie of the year. They could have made it this year, but Wemby got hurt.
They could have been in the play-in. They could have been in the play-in for sure.
Yeah, that at least they could have been there. So that's injury fault. That's not really their problem.
Zion, last year the Pelicans was there last year, bro. Zion had 40, bro. I was like, God damn it.
But the general
Zion got to be in the playoffs, bro. I'm sick of this.
The general manager of the New Orleans Pelicans, bro, has the most pressure this offseason. I'm going to be honest with you. Most pressure this entire offseason is the Pelicans.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I don't even know how the Pelicans should start, bro. Like, what do they even do? I don't know about that, Larry. I think he has an excuse.
They just hired Joe Dumars, bro, so they probably going to get the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, pressure.
Joe Dumars was working in the league front office.
I don't know. He used to work for the Pistons, right? And he did terrible with the Pistons.
He worked for the league front office. No, when he was working for the Pistons, they won a championship in 2004.
So it was a long time ago. You're right. He worked with the Pistons a long time. Okay.
Long time ago. Yeah. So what? Yeah, and he just came out of the NBA front office working for the officiating team. So they put him there. Now they're going to give the Pelicans the number 1 overall pick, and that means that Zion. That means Zion is probably going to be either shipped up out of there or something. Because I don't think they believe in him no more.
Hey, let's talk about the Rockets Warriors series because Jalen Green, I told you, bro, he is a 6th man. They need to bench him and get their more defensive identity out there. Put Sengun at power forward. He's a defensive liability. Put Steven Adams at center and beat up on the Warriors. They want to put Jimmy Butler at power forward. Let's put Sengun at power forward. They want to put Draymond Green at center. Let's put Steven Adams at center. Let's play to our strengths. Why are we trying to small ball with the Golden State Warriors?
The first game, man, Steven Adams and Alperen was playing together. They was pretty good, bro. They was really good.
I'm not gonna lie, Jalen Green is the bench player, bro. I'm sick and tired of Nets fans telling me that Cam Thomas is better than him. No, he's not. Him and Cam Thomas are like on championship teams. They are the 6th man off the bench on championship teams, bro. Jalen Green and Cam Thomas are 6th men off the bench.
You know why I disagree, Larry? I mean, Leaf. Cam Thomas could be that. He could be, but he also has the potential to be an off-ball starter because he's willing to take crazy deep threes and space out the court. Remember what I told you about the Magic and like any shooting on the Magic, they would love Cam Thomas. Jalen Green, he takes his stupid shots from 2. That's what superstars do. You're not a superstar. Get on the bench.
Listen, I understand that the way Orlando is set up, they would want that. The problem is that when you can't like the thing is, notice that Orlando don't have real defensive liabilities like that, that could be picked on. When you have a small guard, he's gonna get picked on more than Wendell Carter.
Yeah, but that's
Wendell Carter's not getting picked on like that.
Bro,
nobody scores at the 5 like that. No. Here's the thing, like Cam Thomas is scoring. His scoring on Orlando, the way that they play, is not going to move the needle,
bro. If there's any team that could have his deficiencies matched and like protected, it's a team like the Magic that's that physical. If like, come on, Leaf, bro, you hate Cam Thomas, bro. I don't know.
I don't hate Cam. No, I don't hate
bro.
Cam.
Look, let's say a lineup of Cam Thomas, Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner, Paulo Banchero, and rookie designated center. That's defensive.
That will work. That will work. That would work. But the way it has to get maxed out is that you have to have more shooting, bro, on your bench, on your reserves.
Yeah.
Orlando don't have that.
They have Caleb Houston. Like Caleb Houston would be able to shoot in around him.
Houston, what? He didn't clap.
And the thing about it though is, look, the other thing, them getting Cam Thomas, although he is not the playmaker that a natural point guard should be, he would give the Magic more playmaking at the guard position. Their playmaking is that bad at the guard position that Cam Thomas is an upgrade. It's that bad.
Listen, I get what you're saying. They playmaking is that bad at the guard position. But the way that Orlando plays, the way that they win games, is having here's the thing. The problem with Cam Thomas is that he's going to be migrated to the 3-point line because Paolo and Franz they work from the top of the key in.
Yes,
they work from the and he occupies. And if you watch the Nets, Cam Thomas occupies those same areas. So now you're gonna subject Cam Thomas to being in the corner. Don't get me wrong, Cam Thomas is better at catch and shoot threes. He's better at driving in certain angles and getting has he tween game. I understand that. The issue is that his problem is going to be like when he gets flustered, he gets in double teams, he's gonna have to play off the ball. Cam Thomas can't play off the ball like that. This is one of the reasons why when you mentioned Curry, bro, I said, bro, when you give Orlando Steph, nigga, they are dominant. What are you kidding me? Like you're talking about the ultimate offensive machine, and you paired him with the most physical team in the East. That's what you did.
My problem with the Magic is who sets the screens. I feel like Paolo Banchero to unlock this offense needs to set screens for a guard that can shoot threes. He doesn't have that. When Paolo sets a screen, everybody and their mama knows to dive.
Give him Steph. Give him Steph. See what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Cam Thomas is not Steph, but you got to remember, Leaf, it's the next generation of players that are going to be coming, and Cam Thomas is one of those guys that's shooting like 10 threes a game. Next to Paolo will be able to get more assists, and it's all about Paolo Banchero. You're talking too much about Cam Thomas. It's all about Paolo Banchero. I don't care about Cam Thomas. Paolo Banchero has somebody that will be able to unlock him as a power forward and allow him to set screens and allow him to pick and pop. He also will be able to pick and roll better because Cam Thomas will be spacing out the court better, and everybody and their mama can't dive no more because Cam Thomas is willing to pull a fuck you 3 from the logo and make it.
Yes, he is. That's
the thing about it. His bad shot selection on this Magic team is somewhat needed because, like,
but you know what? Guess who else? So is Austin Reeves. So is Tyler Hero. So is all these other. So is Jordan Poole. So is all these other shot bombers, bro. Like that's all over the league.
Magic need a shot bomber, but yeah.
Yeah, they probably do need a shot bomber, bro. Like that's probably why you mentioned Steph. And I'm looking at niggas like Jordan Poole and Tyler Hero. You're saying now Jordan Poole
not Jordan Poole. They need a
contract is friendlier. What you mean?
Not Jordan Poole.
I said not Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole actually played better this year than he did last year.
Jordan Poole could come off the bench. Yeah. Jordan Poole.
Oh my God! He said he could come off the bench.
Bro, pool party off the bench. Yeah, I love.
Bro, Cole Anthony. I'm sick and tired of Cole Anthony coming off the bench and jacking threes.
Exactly. So yeah, replace Cole Anthony with Jordan Poole. They are closer to a championship for sure. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, for sure. This Rockets Warriors series, a game that's about to start. Dude, if the Warriors go 2-0, like this is probably over with. Ime Udoka, I'm going to have my magnifying glass on you tonight. If you play Steven Adams for less than 20 minutes, you're stupid. You're going to win Coach of the Year.
He got to play him for more than 20 minutes?
Yeah.
He has to?
Yes.
Against Steph?
Against Draymond.
Okay.
If every minute that Draymond Green is on the court, I want to punish them. Every minute you want to put Draymond at center, we the most physical defensive team in the West. You little boys. We got Alperen Sengun at all-star center, and guess what? We're gonna put him at power forward.
They the most physical team in the West?
Well, who's more physical?
Whoa.
Minnesota?
Yeah. Take a second.
Grizzlies is that not their problem against the Lakers right now? That LeBron and Luka are putting bodies on Jaden McDaniels?
I would say so, but you still got Ant-Man, you still got Julius Randle, you still got Naz Reid. I'm not gonna mention Rudy because Rudy is sugar honey iced tea. But
but like the Lakers are running 5 out and kind of running away from their physicality, and the Timberwolves' best perimeter defender can't hang with the Lakers' physicality. I disagree with y'all. I think the Rockets have Amen, Dylan Brooks, Jabari Smith, Tari Eason, Steven
I don't think
Adams.
Dylan is physical. I think Dylan is just dirty.
No. That was physical. Don't do that.
I think he's dirty. I think he's just dirty.
Nah, the Rockets are the most physical team in the West, and they trying to run like an efficient half-court offense against the Warriors. Shut up, dude. Go be yourself. Go be yourself, bro. Go put Steven Adams at center. Fuck it. You bench.
But Sengun at the 4?
Huh?
But Sengun at the 4?
Yes.
The other day we read that play, bro. We had Steven Adams at the 5.
Wait. You putting 2 slow foot bigs at the 4 and 5?
Leave. It worked, bro. Bro, in 19 minutes, Steven Adams had 12 rebounds.
19 minutes?
12 rebounds and 6 points, bro.
Larry, read me the board count.
12 assists for Steven Adams.
No, for the totality of the game, the difference in the board count. For that game, because it was crazy when I was watching the game. The Rockets had plus 20 rebounds, and Steven Adams only played like 15 minutes. You see what the weakness is. Take advantage of it.
I agree, bro.
The Warriors' tallest player is Jimmy Butler. I used to complain when Bam Adebayo was our biggest player.
Oh yeah,
dude.
The board count was 52 to 36 total.
Bro, go get Steven Adams in that game mode, bro. That power forward.
Hold up. They had 22 offensive rebounds to the Warriors 6, and they still lost by double digits. These niggas is just not it. They just not cutting it, bro. Like this ain't Larry, bro. Come on, bro. They still lost by double digits. They not getting it done. They gotta score.
Leave.
The hell with this rebound shit?
When Steven Adams was playing, bro, we were up the entire time. Adams was on the court, got offensive rebounds, and we were up. He is the MVP of this series right now. We need him.
The MVP of the series.
He was.
Hey, that's why the Warriors for the win the series.
That's why the Warriors for the win that shit in 5. Cause they ain't jumping that shit right there, bro. You got Steven Adams as the MVP of the series. What are you doing?
Steven Adams was the MVP. Exactly why we got the Warriors, bro.
He's actually X Factor. Good God, bro.
X Factor, my
right, bro.
Like, y'all need to score.
The problem is he's right. They need to score off his offensive rebounds. He's getting so many offensive rebounds because they do nothing but brick. He's grabbing all the Jalen Green misses, bro. Their offense is him just going back and putting it up. That's the Rockets' best offense. Offensive rebounds. You go get Henderson.
Well, listen. Tell Amen Thompson, bro. You scoring off of putback dunks and putback and in the air putbacks or something. You Dominique Wilkins. You athletic enough, bro. I need you, bro. When you go to the basket and you go get offensive rebound, dunk that shit.
Hey, how consistent is this mid range that Amen developed?
Not very consistent.
I don't know.
I was watching the Rockets. I was watching him in the play. He kept hitting it. He kept.
I do that,
but if you the Warriors, that's what you want. If you the Warriors defense, that's what you want, bro. Because
that one, no, not from the elbow. No, Amen looks too comfortable shooting from the elbow right now. I don't know where that came from, but like he is a young player, so he's gonna keep developing, and I love that for him. If he could keep hitting that in the playoffs, that means that's what he's here for.
Yeah, bro. He may just need to tell them, bro, yo. On offense, listen, y'all know what y'all doing on defense, on the rebound. On offense, y'all need to figure it out because I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, I'm about to look up Amen's like mid-range number for the year, bro, because like
Yeah, I'm going to stat muse for that. Hell with this,
yeah,
bro.
you know what? You're right. Why am I going to NBA? Amen Thompson shooting chart 2024, 2025. Cause like I want to see the mid-range from the elbow, especially. 28, 14. Nah, he was hitting that mug like he's him.
I ain't gonna lie.
All
He shoots 44% on like inside, like right at the elbow and right inside the free throw line, like right at that free throw line area and close to it. And on the right side, on the right box, he shoots 47%.
Yeah,
and
but
on,
like
in the corners, bro, he in the left corner, he's shooting 47% from three.
Yeah, on 17 attempts though. Like
Yeah,
I'm looking at the attempts. Like he do not got the way he was walking into those mid-range shots. It's because Steven Adams was at center and they didn't really have that much space. But I like that Amen Thompson is smart enough to realize if they're going to leave me open for mid-range and I see I have two centers, I'm going to let them wait until they box out.
Hold on.
Like Amen is smart.
Let me get this straight. So you telling me the Rockets game plan is Steven Adams get positioned in the post. They ought to put a shot up instead of giving him the ball. They put a shot up so he can get an offensive rebound. What the hell? What are we doing, bro?
If I was Ime Udoka, all right, I would force one thing. No Draymond Green at center. No, I'm not allowing it. It's what they want to do. So guess what? We're not gonna allow it. You know why? We're gonna force you to put Kevon Looney, Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler in a lineup together and ruin your half-court offense and your spacing. Since you want to do that to me, come in my world. You live with me. Come to hell with me. But instead, what they're doing is they're playing half-court offense against the Golden State Warriors. You're stupid. You're stupid. You're letting them play half-court offense in a small ball, five out unit.
I got a question, bro. When the Rockets is on defense, everything should be if they such a good rebounding team, every time the Warriors shoot one shot, they should be one and done on possessions, right?
For the most part, that's how it is.
If they lost to a team that grabbed 6 offensive rebounds to their 22 and they lost by 10
because they can't.
Larry, these niggas is not it, bro. They gotta get. You talking about Orlando needs some shooters, bro. Y'all need some shooters.
Whoa. We have better shooters than Orlando.
The thing is,
got better shooters than Orlando, but goddamn it,
Orlando got scores. Orlando got like leading scorers type players. They got 30 point per game scorers type, 27 point per game scorers.
We have 2 scorers on our team for real. We have
Jalen Green is not a scorer.
Jalen Green
scored 2 points in a playoff game.
Jalen Green is I don't care, bro. Jalen Green is an open court player
against Jimmy Butler and Brandon guarding him and Moses Moody.
But he's a scorer.
I understand that. He has bad games. Scorers have bad games.
You're right. You're right.
NBA, they have a bad game.
Hey, you're right, but you know how I feel about Jalen Green. So, like, I'm happy he's in the playoffs because we about to watch him with a magnifying glass. I said that when the series started.
Yeah, we is.
I'm watching closer than Jalen Green.
We is because I was defending him, and you wanted his ass gone. And now I know why.
I wanted that going. They ain't go away. I want him going. Trust me.
But hold on.
What we got?
No. Jalen Green is the guy who I am watching the closest, bro. But like, we'll see. Game 1, he scored 2 points. We'll see tonight. I'm gonna at you after the game. He better score 10 points. And look, I said 10 points, and you're saying he's a scorer. I'm saying he better score 10 points.
Over 16 points.
No, 10.
16. I'm giving
10.
No, we can't win 10 points, bro. That's Fred VanVleet can score 10 points. Jalen Green has to score 16.
No, Fred VanVleet can score 16. Jalen Green can score 10, bro. Nah, bro. Fred VanVleet has been to the NBA Finals, scoring against Jimmy Butler, locking up Curry in the finals. This is what Fred VanVleet do.
but it's older than that. That's not his role on the team anymore. It's not what he's.
It's about to be when Jalen Green starts dwindling down and they realize they should go bigger and put Amen at shooting guard, Dylan Brooks at small forward, Sengun at power forward, Steven Adams at the 5. Get the Warriors out of small ball. Why are you playing small ball against the Golden State Warriors?
Possibly.
Stop playing small ball against the Golden State Warriors. That's all you have to do. All you have to do. And you have a chance. Make them put Kevon Looney in the game, and that nukes their spacing. When they have Draymond Green at center, they're able to play 5 out. When they have Kevon Looney there, guess what? Draymond Green can't do that no more. You know why? What I was talking to Leaf about earlier with Paolo and Curry, that's Draymond and Curry. If Kevon Looney's in the game, Draymond Green can't do all that stuff as much as he does. Stephen Curry moving off the ball, they're going to have Kevon Looney set more off-ball screens, but it's not going to be as easy because you can help off Jimmy Butler a little bit, like if you want to. That's a business decision. Do you help off Jimmy Butler? But it ain't the wrong decision if you do, because it ain't like, Draymond Green, you can help off of him. You should help off of him. Kevon Looney, you could help off of him. Force them to not have Buddy Hield in the lineup. At least Curry, Buddy Hield with Draymond running 5. Dude, no, stop allowing that, bro. Stop allowing that. We'll see what they do tonight, though. Next, what series you want to talk about next?
Next series, talk about Pacers Bucks.
Yeah, but was there something you were saying that I cut you off?
I was gonna say Rocky. Yeah, just last game, Jalen Green at 3 for 15, 7 points.
No,
for 15, 0 for 4 from 3. Fred had 4 for 19, 2 for 13 from 3.
No, 1 for 12 from 3. We're not counting that second 3 he made in garbage time. I'm not.
It counts.
No, I'm not. I'm at least letting it be known it was in garbage time. It was like 15 seconds left. Curry. No, bro, that don't count.
Hey, we'll see, bro. But yeah, since the entire game, we only had 5 3-pointers. That's it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Y'all need to shoot better. That just had to be the worst. I put Packers Bucks, Pacers Bucks. Yeah, this is the easiest series. I was wrong. I wasn't wrong, but I was wrong. Like,
yeah. I mean, I thought they were going to win this game with Dame being back, but just even Kuzma had a good game too. But the Pacers just have way more offensive weapons that the Bucks compared to.
Hey, that take I had last year when Eli said that the Pacers could beat the Bucks, and I said never in their lives, just keeps aging like milk, bro. They done beat them twice now. Bro, this gonna be back-to-back years, boy, because, they got it, bro. They got it. Halliburton. Bro, okay. That was, you remember the trade deadline episode? Kyle Kuzma, I gave it an F. Larry. That was the worst trade I ever seen in my life. That was like Luka. That might have been worse than the Luka trade.
I'm not gonna go that far.
It might have been worse than the Luka trade, bro. What do you want Kyle Kuzma for?
He has defense. He has some shooting, but Middleton was injury prone. Was moving the same, getting older. Yeah, you gotta make a move.
You know what? All right. I told Mike this the other day. I'm gonna spread a rumor. Giannis and Chris Middleton got beef. Yeah. No way, bro. They got beef, bro.
He's aging. You can't do that. You can't keep him.
No, you know what you were doing with him. You were doing the same thing you were doing with him for the past couple of years. You know, you have the best player in the conference. You chill him out. Then you put him on minutes restrictions throughout the regular season. And then in the playoffs, you unleash him. That's what they've been doing the whole time with him. And then last year when they did it, he was averaging 32. What did Chris Middleton average last year in the playoffs against this same matchup? And guess what? Damian Lillard was there, and they took a game or I don't remember what happened.
Middleton?
Leave. Back to the trade deadline. Would you move Middleton for Kuzma? I know what you know now. Would you still make that trade?
No.
He's old, but he's older.
He averaged. He's older, but you're a championship team. You're looking for upside. You have Giannis. You have a guy who, in this same matchup, Larry, he averaged
Chris
25
Middleton was averaging 25 and 9
and
off for
5.
damn near 50, 35 and
How many
90.
games? Wait. How many games? How many games?
6 against the
6
Pacers.
games.
Wait,
38 minutes a game?
this year?
No, last year against
No,
the
no,
Pacers.
last
in
year
the
against the
playoffs.
Pacers.
Did you forget
In the
what
playoffs.
Chris Middleton was doing?
This playoffs. I mean, this regular season. How many games has Middleton played?
It doesn't matter, Larry. They're a championship team. They look.
That's what they was.
Chris Middleton is in his Jimmy Butler era, Kawhi Leonard era. You're a championship team. Why are you worried about the regular season?
Why
You
are
won the
there
ring.
different tiers of players in Chris Middleton?
But no, it's about Giannis. It's about what he is to Giannis. He's been the perfect fit with Giannis for the past 10 years. And then you go get a rim runner to play next to Giannis.
That's crazy.
You had an efficient off-ball shooter who averaged 25 and 9 against the Pacers. And that's your biggest matchup problem. And you traded him for a rim runner who wants the ball in his hand.
I thought Jaylen Brown was hurt. He got 36, 10, and 5.
Yeah, no. Jaylen Brown tough. Yeah. No, that's why I said, look. That's why I said he might be a playoff riser when I was watching. Like, Jaylen Brown better than Franz. We lied earlier. Jaylen Brown better than
we lied. Yeah, I don't know why we lied about that. Franz. Yeah, I don't know why we lied about that.
No, we lied. We lied for sure.
Nigga said we put Franz over him, bro. Like, we hate the Celtics that much? God damn.
Yeah, bro, I'm a Heat fan, bro. I don't like the Celtics.
I don't like the Celtics neither, but Jaylen Brown, he didn't got better, bro. Like,
No, he a playoff riser. In the regular season, when I was watching the Celtics, I was able to hate him.
He's still a number 2, bro. Like, but I'll give him playoff riser, bro.
Yeah. I'll give him. He rises.
Shit, him and Tatum is they're both number 2s, but they play. Yeah, I can say that they rise. They got some games.
Yeah. They got some stinkers too. They got a
shitload of stinkers.
Yeah, but they got a shitload of playoff games, so that shows you how much they play.
Bro, they came in the league on a top 5 team. Like, come on, bro. Like, what? Like, they basically came into the league with Google Maps.
Yeah, for sure. Pacers Bucks though. I think we done talking about this. We got the Pacers.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even get a chance to talk about it. Giannis. Giannis is he doing what he can. It's just not enough. Like the Pacers. It's time to put some respect on the Pacers, bro. Offensively, they got everything they need. Like when you getting money from
bro. It's time to put respect on Nembhard. The offense, I'm not giving them respect.
Nembhard. Yeah. You know what? Hold on, wait. All right, let me scratch that. Nembhard is real. Somebody, we was talking about putting him on the Nets this time before the season. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, yo, do you really want him? I'm like, bro, Nembhard is real.
Hey, the Magic snapped up for Nembhard.
But no, bro. Yo, listen to me. I will say this: Nembhard, he got a look on his face, bro, that never really changes, and it's something that he just know he gonna do some type of scoring. His game, like with him, Halliburton, T.J. McConnell, their ability to create is gonna be big on for this team going forward because they can get to their shots.
Yeah.
They can get their shots, and then when you playing with a 5-out lineup with Turner, Siakam, who can get to his shot. Did I mention Ben Mathurin, who they didn't have last year?
Yeah,
Ben Mathurin, bro, like who could do some things, bro. Neesmith, who could do some things. Like they look better. They look a tiny bit better defensively to me. A tiny bit.
They do. No, they look better defensively for sure. I agree with you on that. And they made a conference finals run last year and added Benedict Mathurin.
Yeah,
with more defense. So
I ain't gonna,
Like,
the Pacers might be a tough out for the
you know
Cavs.
what? Okay, how about it? That's what I was about to say. We know the next series, Pacers or Cavs.
I got the Cavs by default, but
Okay.
like that front court gonna have to do something, bro, because Miles Turner and Siakam, they can score. Like Siakam can give you some games. Evan Mobley, bro. Listen. I think Evan Mobley is the defensive player of the year. I swear he is. If he ain't, give it to Triple J. Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, I'm messing around. Nah. But that front line, they're gonna have their hands full, bro. Because now you're bringing Jared Allen and Evan Mobley out.
Evan Mobley's
And
always
now,
out.
yeah. What? No. What? All right, let's scratch Evan Mobley.
You
But-
put Jared Allen on Siakam.
What?
Yeah. And ask him to
Hell
drop.
no.
You put Jared Allen on Siakam.
No.
Look, or you, yeah, or
No.
what they be doing though? What the
Siakam can shot create, bro. He can get to
I
a
know
shot.
he could, but it's not about Jared Allen. It's about Donovan Mitchell. You have to hide him. You have to put him. You have to hide him and Garland. So what you gotta cater to those guys. You gotta put them in the corners and have Evan Mobley help around everywhere. That's what the Cavs do. That's why he's the decoy. Evan Mobley.
So wait a second. So let me get this straight. Coming into a series against the Indiana Pacers, who run probably one of the most efficient 5 outs other than Boston, you want to put Jared Allen on Siakam to have him in drop circumstances where Siakam could score on all 3 levels. On Siakam, who can score on all 3 levels. And you want to have him in drop instead of putting Evan Mobley to roam around with him on that matchup. Your best bet is to drop with Miles Turner. That's your best bet.
What do you think Pascal Siakam's greatest thing is as a player? His average.
What
do you think his 3-point shooting, his shot creation, his inside scoring, his defense, his rebounding? What is Pascal Siakam's best ability?
I think his best ability now is getting in between, getting scoring in between areas, in between areas. But he can still hit a 3 every now and again. I'm not leaving him open. I'm putting Evan Mobley on him because he can dribble, drive, and penetrate, and he can do things at all 3 levels still. But he can still. His best attribute used to be getting downhill. It used to be that. I think now he can do stuff in the mid range and do stuff in the in between areas with his shooting.
I think he's always could. The thing about it is, I think that Pascal.
I think he's better. I think he's better in the mid range.
No, the thing is, Leaf, I'm about to tell you something. I think Siakam is their best player. That's why I want to take away his best avenue. He is an amazing inside scorer. You're not going to do that, boy. You're going to shoot. Yeah, you want to be the best player? Shoot. I want you and Halliburton shooting. Halliburton love passing to you and going downhill. Halliburton, go shoot, Rondo. Go shoot, Rondo. Keep shooting, boy. That's what it's about. I want to take away the inside form. Hey, Halliburton has his games where he has games where he looks like Rajon Rondo. That weird jumper. I could guard that jumper better than I could guard Siakam going downhill. So we're going to cancel out Siakam going downhill. We're going to put Jared Allen on him. And the thing is, I think, who do you think is the worst 3-point shooter in that lineup? I'm not. They run 5 out, but out of the 5, who's the 5th?
Probably the worst I had to say is probably Nesmith, maybe.
Whoa, I hardly disagree with that. I think Nesmith is a shooter. Like that's what got him drafted.
I think Nesmith can spot up and shoot, but I think what he's best at is probably defense. Like
Yeah,
he's probably a
he's
little bit
3 and
better of
D.
a defender. Yeah, like he's
He's
probably
3
a
and
better
D.
defender than he is
He's
a
literally
shooter.
3 and D. He's not. He's
Okay.
3 and D. But the thing is, you got to remember they got Rajon Rondo, so Rondo's gonna get that
And
set
they
up.
got Rajon
Yeah,
Rondo.
now Rondo's gonna get that. So you got to hold on to him. You got to play tight on that. Rajon Rondo's going to find that boy every time he's open. You want
Bro,
Rondo
who is
shooting.
Rondo on their team, bro?
You want Rajon Rondo shooting like this as much as he can.
Who is Rondo on this team?
You want Rondo shooting like this as much
You
as
talking
he
about
can.
Halliburton? You talking about Halliburton, bro?
Hey, bro, let Rajon Rondo shoot. Why?
Nah, all right, he mess around. He mess around and light y'all asses up.
He
Then
does,
you gonna
though.
wonder
He
why.
does, though. He does, though. He has
Nah,
his game where he
but
likes them.
the real problem with the Cavs, bro, offensively, bro, like Jared Allen and Evan Mobley is not giving you that much, bro. Like the way that they win games is because of their bench and their perimeter game. That's the way that they really win games, bro. If they perimeter game is not on and they backcourt is not breaking down defenses. If Darius Garland ain't breaking down defenses, bro, like they can be had, bro. First of all, oh yeah, y'all came back, by the way. Hold on. Y'all came back. Y'all came back in this game, by the way. 6 minutes to go with y'all down by 6.
Oh yeah. We got it on the board. Yeah, no, we got it live on the.
Yeah.
Look, man. Pacers Bucks. This is a pretty done series.
Ty Jerome only got 6 damn points, bro. Like, stop it.
Pacers Cavs kind of done. Let's talk about the worst series of them all. The Thunder versus the.
I'm only spending 2 minutes. I'm only spending. Listen, I got my 2 minutes on the series, and that's it.
I got my 1 point on this series. Desmond Bain, Larry. He better get the shooting. Your shooter better shoot. Ja Morant's the problem.
Desmond Bain.
He shot like 1 for 9.
I like John Morant. What are we talking about?
No, but you talk about trading Ja Morant this summer.
Yeah.
Ja Morant is better. Desmond, we got to rank the worst contracts in the NBA after the playoffs over. We got to rank the worst contracts.
The problem with Desmond Bain is he's being played out of position, bro. Like, I think Desmond Bain needs the ball in his hand more, and Ja Morant needs to play off the ball. That's just me. You can call me crazy, but that's just me. That's number one. Second, I watched both games, and I counted at least 9 or 10 straight possessions where the Memphis Grizzlies was trying to make runs and trying to make 10, 11 straight possessions where they make runs. Ja Morant got by defenders on one of the best defensive teams we've ever seen. He got in the lane and got to the basket and did not get foul called. I watched him go to the lane. So, listen, don't get me wrong. The Grizzlies don't really have any poise to counter-react what's going on. It's one of the reasons why they keep getting beat by double digits in the series. I get it, but I don't think the Thunder is 50-something points better than Memphis, bro. Like, you're not fooling me with that. No, I don't think the Thunder is 50-something points better than Washington. I think they're about 30-something points better than Washington. I'm not giving them 50. No,
they are not good at shooting, bro. Like, literally, the Grizzlies' problem, in my opinion, is that Desmond Bain contract.
Hold up. The problem is that one, they're a little bit undermanned because they don't have Wells. Scottie Pippen Jr. is a backup. He does not belong in the starting lineup. That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two,
he shouldn't have Desmond Bain as small forward either.
Yeah.
Right. Number two, Desmond Bain is a guard. They need to start playing him at more guard roles and more ball handling roles because he could get by people. And OKC's men on-board defense is not that elite. It's just a team defense and their rotations that's very good. Their on-board defense is not that good, especially against Ja Morant. Ja Morant is still getting in the paint and he's still getting at the basket. The problem is he's not getting any fouls, and he's probably one of the best players at switching his shot in midair and getting fouls, and he doesn't get them. That's the NBA sending him a message saying, "Yo, we had enough of all of that." That's the NBA sending him a message. So we all know that. Ja Morant's days on the Memphis Grizzlies are numbered. He's most likely going to get traded after this year, and that team is probably going to get dismantled. Jaren Jackson Jr. is not getting $330 million for 5 years from this team. He's not getting.
Desmond Bane is making $40 million to shoot the ball, and he's shooting 2 for 7. He's shooting 20% in the playoffs.
He only making $34 million this year, bro. Like, he don't hit the $40 million.
It's like an annual average. I mean, 34 is low. After next year,
that's on the low half. Yeah, that's on the low half.
Yeah, 34 ain't that bad. But even if he's getting, that's the thing about it. Even if he was getting paid 34 mil to be a shooter, 23%, he's shooting like amen. You better get it praying. You better make your shots.
Listen, Jaren Jackson. Listen, all I'm gonna say, if you got to play Desmond Bane like you play Bruce Brown, bro. Like that's how you got to play him. You got to listen. Have him go downhill and you got to play him like you play Bruce Brown, bro. Like the Denver Nuggets play Bruce. Yeah, you got to play him exactly the way the Denver Nuggets play Bruce Brown.
I like
that. Have him have him handle the ball. Have him go downhill.
Wow. Well, what about Desmond Bane to the Nuggets for like MPJ? Wow.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
You put Christian Braun at small forward.
No.
What?
Don't ever do that.
That was crazy, bro.
Why not? Well, what's the pros and cons to that?
The pros and cons to that is that messes up what Denver does best in the front line, bro, which is basically rebound. Y'all down by 2, by the way. That messes up what Denver does in the front line. That messes up their whole front line versatility. The whole reason why why Denver has been winning the way that they have is because they have a damn great front line that's a jack of all trades. Like Aaron Gordon has become a pretty damn good corner shooter. MPJ is still is one of the best corner shooters that they have. One of the best shooters that they have. You need that out of pocket shooter.
So
Desmond Bane is not a.
So y'all are telling me that Desmond Bane makes more money, and
all right,
you would rather have Michael Porter Jr.
Yes.
MPJ's height is one of his biggest factors. Him shooting over.
It's one of his biggest factors shooting over people.
Him being 7 inches shorter, it's not kind of that same effect.
Bro, I'm not picking up a Ninja Turtle, bro, for a demigod, bro, at the 3. I'm not trading a demigod, bro, for a Ninja Turtle. No, I'm not doing
that. But like, is Desmond
Bane is a 6'4" dude that been getting away with running the 3, bro.
6'3".
Yeah, 6'4" with sneakers on, because you play the basketball, you play the game with sneakers on. So I'm gonna give him 6'4", bro. Like, I mean, he is a Ninja Turtle, bro. Like, you gotta play him like the Nuggets played Bruce Brown, bro. That's how you gotta play him, because Bruce Brown was a undersized 3. And when they put him at guard, bro, that's when they were better. How to put him at guard.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And that's what Desmond Bane is. And that's what he was when the Grizzlies would be a team that were trying to win games. But the Grizzlies...
And the Grizzlies don't use Zach Edey right, bro. Like, yo, when you pick and dive, bro, you're not supposed to throw him the ball right away, bro. Like, you're supposed to let him get positioning, and then you shoot. And then when he got positioning for rebound, then you put something up. Everything is supposed to be floaters, and then he get positioning for the rebound, and then you give him time to get to here and go get the offensive rebound. Or that's what you're supposed to do.
I agree with you. But like, man, dude, y'all are telling me they need to trade John Morant, and I can't even get Michael Porter Jr. for Desmond Bane. Y'all know what the issue is.
No,
y'all know what the issue is, man. I can't even get Michael Porter for Desmond Bane, and
Cleveland is about to blow this game.
Yeah, I'm watching. Y'all know what the issue is, bro. Y'all know the issue, bro. It's Desmond Bane. They need a shooter, and you know what they need? They need size, and that's what I'm trying to get. But y'all won't let me get it. I'm trying to trade the guy who should be the better player for shooting and size, but y'all telling me no. Y'all want shooting and size. You know what I want? I want shooting and size in my lineup too. I want Jalen Wells at shooting guard and put Michael Porter Jr. at the small forward. I think that makes a team that has better shooting and better defense.
I'm cool with that, bro. But listen, you better find another Michael Porter Jr. in the draft or
Yeah.
something because you ain't getting him.
Yeah, but the Denver Nuggets
Some of these role players is hard to find, bro. Like in terms of they archetype and they build, bro, they hard to find, bro.
Yeah,
It's not
for sure.
that easy to find another Michael Porter Jr. in the league.
Yeah, but look, you got Christian Braun and Desmond Bain. You don't think that kind of offsets it? And then
Christian Braun is not 6'10". He is a bench player in this league at best.
Not if they have 3 All-Stars in the lineup.
He's a starter now. He's a starter.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
What if they have 3? You don't think Desmond Bain could be an All-Star next to Jokic? You said Bruce Brown is the role that he should play in, and he's better than Bruce Brown, and he'll be next to Jokic.
But here's the thing, bro. His height is the reason why I mentioned that role in the first place. That's the reason why, bro. Remember, I get all of that, but listen, the Nuggets' advantages come from their front line, and they got 3 guys that are 6'10", 6'10" and plus. That's what their advantages come from. Yeah. So like when you give up MPJ, which they're probably going to do anyway, like that it exerts that. This is one of the reasons why I think Denver is going to implode and blow up that roster sooner than later, bro. The pieces are going to start falling apart from that roster, bro, because the NBA has to get San Antonio into the playoffs sooner than later. They have to.
You know what I would do if I was Denver? Michael Porter Jr., moving on from him, it might be hard, but it's not the craziest thing. It's because of his contract also. But at the same time, Desmond Bain makes more money.
I agree. You may have to move in the future, but not for Desmond Bain.
Yeah, Desmond Bain literally makes more money. I'm talking about freeing up. Man, you see Desmond Bain, bro, that contract is crazy, and y'all know it, bro. We got to rank the worst contracts in the league and see where he ranks, bro.
Hey, it's good. I'm making an off-season trade, and B going to the Grizzlies. I'm making that trade happen soon, so y'all be able to
No. You got John Morant, all the Memphis Grizzlies do is this: point fingers. Hey, Dylan Brooks, you're the reason John Morant uses guns. You're the reason. You go to the Rockets. We're gonna let you go for nothing. Oh my God, you're an all-defensive player. We need defense. Chill out. Oh, we need 3-point shooting. You could shoot too. We need defensive shooting. We just lost Dylan Brooks because we pointing fingers and say that he's a bad person. Oh man. We only the 3rd seed in this John Morant's first season back with 2 rookies in the lineup. Taylor Jenkins, you're fired. You're fired. We have home court advantage in the playoffs. You're fired. The Grizzlies are a team that just point fingers, and guess what Joel Embiid does back? He points fingers. Ben Simmons, that would just be a terrible place to go. And no upside for them. And they got John Morant, who they worried about being healthy, and Jaren Jackson, who they worried about being healthy. You gonna pair that up with Joel Embiid?
Hey, it's a name on there that they can move Bain for it. To name on their list.
I mean, I you know what? Anything to get Desmond Bain off this team, whatever. But at the same time, is it really that? He is young, bro. That's what I'm telling you. The Grizzlies are not a team I'm personally worried about. I think they should just keep it going back. I don't know why they fired that coach, but like they're a young team. The oldest guy out that 3 is 26 years old. LeBron is 40. LeBron isn't gonna be here the whole time. You know what I mean? Like Luka about to have no co-star. The Thunder will, are gonna be your competition, but you got Zach Edey. We'll see how he develops. But he's 7'3", and he can match up against Wemby and that stuff if he develops the right way, especially with Jaren Jackson next to him. This is a team that's just supposed to like keep building, but they just trying to do they're trying to be wrong. They're putting a 6'3" small forward in a lineup with Marcus Smart because they want a leader. They want a leader and got Marcus Smart. That's
the problem. But here's the thing. This is one of the reasons why I think they're gonna get rid of John Morant, because the second that they get rid of John Morant, Desmond Bain is probably gonna have the ball in his hands a whole lot more, and he's probably gonna be the point guard for that team that they need. And then they're probably gonna build the rest of the team, and probably get taller players at the other positions at the 2 and the 3.
So you
Desmond Bain. When John Morant is not on the court, Desmond Bain has the ball in his hands, and he plays pretty good with the ball in his hand.
So okay, wait, Leaf. So what you're telling me is that you'd be cool with running Desmond Bain at point? He is smart.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay, Desmond Bain at point. Jalen
Uh-huh.
Rose at shooting guard to get some size. And then you trade John Morant for like a star forward.
John Morant for like some type of 6'10". If you could find like a
Wow.
6'10"
Okay.
small forward, yeah.
You see, when Larry talked to me, he say John Morant for like Tyrese Halliburton. Like, no. But if you're trying to change an identity and you think, I don't hate that. Well, I never.
John Morant. Check this out. Listen. What I'm thinking right now, I might be off by a mile with this.
It's not crazy. No.
John Morant. I'm either shopping at Atlanta or Chicago, to place John Morant. But at the same time,
what the hell you get Chicago, bro? Josh Giddey, really? No.
No. I don't want Josh. I don't want Josh Giddey. I want Gonzalez.
Not enough. No. I'm sorry.
For John Morant. For John Morant in a throwaway in a throwaway contract.
Well, first of all, they have Giddey and Kobe White, so bring John Morant. It's not gonna make any sense for them.
Give me. Hold on. All right, do this. Give me Kobe White and Gonzalez for and I give you John Morant.
I don't think they go for that either. John Morant, just Giddey's not an attractive backcourt. I would want. I'm being completely
Of course
honest.
they not. But that's what you gonna have to rebuild around them too. I don't know.
I'm about to keep Gonzalez on my.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's do this then. All right.
Atlanta's fine. It's not a bad option. Atlanta. It's not a bad option at all.
No. I don't want Atlanta neither. No. I'm thinking of this. How about John Morant to the Nets for Cam Johnson? For Cam Johnson, Claxton, in a second round pick.
You already have Bane, which plays the same role as Cam Thomas, and then you have Claxton and Giddey.
No. I said Cam Johnson.
Oh, John.
The 6'10" small forward that we got. Now you put him at the 3. You put Wells at the 2, and you put Desmond Bain at the 1.
I don't like Bane at the 1. I really don't like Bane at the 1. I'd trade Bane for like Simons and
I'm putting Bane at the 1 for a year to see how it works.
I don't hate that, bro. I don't hate that.
Bro, if you Memphis, what do you got to lose? And you got Scottie Pippen backing him up.
That's true.
Or you just play him along Scottie Pippen. But like I would personally start Desmond Bain at the 1. Yeah. Bro, is that the Memphis Grizzlies problem? They have a point guard playing small forward.
Wait, hold on. Wait. You said Cam Johnson and Nick Claxton for John?
Cam Johnson and Nick Claxton in the second round pick.
I saw enough from the Nets for Memphis. Not going to do that.
For John Morant. Yeah.
If you said Cam Thomas, okay.
No, I didn't say Cam Thomas.
I know, but Cam Johnson.
Why would I say Cam Thomas?
I know, but I'm saying those two players are not enough for John Morant. Memphis not going to do it. I'm telling you right now.
No, I got. I'm making some odds for y'all. No. Leaf is spitting, and I got the teams. I know who the teams are. Y'all
I'm not mad at next trade. I'm mad at Cam Johnson and Nick Claxton being my return, especially if I have Zach Edey already on my lineup, and I have Jay Huff too, and Brandon Clark. Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
No. Leaf got the.
Hold on a second.
Leaf indeed is spitting. And there was one more team that I liked, and I just lost them. Oh, what was the other team that I liked? I lost the team that I liked for John Morant. But, okay, whatever. I don't see the team. I'm just going to show y'all what I'm thinking. John Morant landing spots. Phoenix number 1. Kevin Durant to the Grizzlies. Desmond Bain.
No.
Jalen Wells. Kevin Durant at the 3. You got Jaren Jackson and Zach Edey. You got shooting, got guard play. But do you think that they need a point guard? Well, one thing I know is Phoenix does, and Phoenix got Kevin Durant on the block, and Phoenix needs to convince Devin Booker that he want to stay. John Morant at a low. You get John Morant at a low. You get Devin Booker a point guard that's going to set him up, and John Morant got somebody that can shoot next to him. I know one thing: Devin Booker can shoot in the playoffs for sure. And then you find the rest of it. They got Ryan Dunn also. So like you got a great defender in that too. Well, what's up? My bad.
I don't know if they're gonna trade Ja Morant with a 10-year window for KD with a 2, maybe 1-year window. I'm just too risky on their part to do that.
Yeah, I mean, the Suns got to give up. Like, okay, maybe the Suns do got to give up Ryan Dunn too, huh? Yeah.
But that's all they had. I don't think that's enough either, bro. I'm gonna be honest. It's better than.
But it's gonna be a 3-team deal. They're gonna find like draft picks and avenues through other teams. I don't think this is a landing spot a trade that could just happen straight up.
To get those draft picks, so they're gonna need other assets to trade away. They don't have any other assets.
Bradley Beal, with a third team.
That's not an asset.
That's not an asset. Yeah.
Maybe the best asset right now is probably after those two, probably Grayson Allen, Nick Richards.
You give those guys up too. You're not wrong. Yeah, you milk out everything for you tell Devin Booker you're gonna have a gap year, and we'll figure it out.
Well, first off, they can't put players together because they have the second apron. They can't even do that trade.
Oh my god!
But even if you did trade all 4 of those players, who do you have left? Ja Morant, Booker, Bradley Beal.
All right. You know what? Man, I don't know what the Suns do, bro. Look, it would be very difficult, but you milk out everything you could get for Bradley Beal. You take your L on Bradley Beal, and then it's kind of a similar situation with the Grizzlies. Like y'all are viewing Ja Morant like Bradley Beal, but he's not Bradley Beal. It's not as bad of a situation, but the Phoenix Suns can buy Ja Morant on the low, man.
Ja Morant has a market. I don't think Ja Morant has like a low market. He has a good market.
I think the way that like things are going about his character though, it's like they're selling him at a low though. You got to remember that they're not trading him. Teams aren't calling for him. The Grizzlies are scared of him. They're calling teams.
I agree with Ja Morant not being as valuable as he was 2-3 years ago, but he's still worth about 3 unprotected first round picks.
Exactly, and so is KD.
I think Ja Morant's value is more than KD right now.
Yes, but that's why you're going to milk out Bradley Beal. Look, if you get 1 first for Bradley Beal, 1 protected first, whatever, that's the half. That's the extra half.
You probably have to give up some. You probably have to give up picks to get off Bradley Beal.
No, you probably have to give up seconds and get a first. Bradley Beal and some seconds, and you get a first.
No. I'm giving you like an expiring contract.
Well, you got to remember though, Larry. It's the off season. This is an off season move. You can give teams false hope on like, come on, you got cap space, bro. Bradley Beal, just 1 protected first. And matter of fact, you don't want to do it. How about we add some seconds? We trying to get Ja Morant, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'll take Bradley Beal and the second round picks. I'm not giving you a first round pick though. I'm not gonna eat my salary cap to make
it. You gotta remember, it depends what team Bradley Beal goes to. Also,
any team, it doesn't matter. I swear to God, I tried to trade him so many times.
Dude, in the summer though, let's say that
if Beal was on an expiring contract, this would be a way easier conversation. But this year and next year, and you have them on their roster for that long, it's not worth it. The best case for him is to find a team that has a 2-year window, like Sixers last year, right? They had about $100 million in cap space retiring because they kind of planned for that prior. Yeah. Right now, this season, the Hawks have $40 million expiring. They kind of planned for that back then too. The Nets, same situation, $120 million right now this season expiring. If they can find a team that has a 2-year window, can have a bunch of expiring money, that's the best case scenario for the Bradley Beal to get traded. But as of right now, I don't see any team with that type of movement.
So bro, if you could somehow get Bradley Beal on Houston, I wouldn't hate it. If you could, all right, let's say that there's a trade. I'm going to just say a couple names, and we're going to move on from this. You got Ja Morant in the deal somehow. You got Bradley Beal in the deal somehow. You got Kevin Durant in the deal somehow. Jalen Green in the deal somehow. And you milk the Suns. You milk the Suns. I don't know how. I don't know the apron stuff. You can't even do that with the apron stuff, actually. You just say you can't make multiple trades.
No, you can trade KD. He's $54 million.
Can you make like 3 trades?
Yeah, you make 3. Yeah, you make 3.
Okay, so like, bro, come on. The Rockets. If Jalen Green scores 2 points again, I mean, you paid him.
I would trade Jalen Green for Ja Morant or Booker. I would trade Jalen Green for those 2 players. I would.
I get it. I get it. But like
I mean,
Bradley Beal on the Rockets wouldn't be terrible. That's what y'all want Jalen Green to be.
it would be terrible. It would be terrible.
For one first. You buy him out for one first. Would you'd hate it for one first?
Fuck no, bro.
I get you. I get it. No, I get it.
I'll
One
trade,
protected first.
no, I'll trade Green for John Morant. I'll do that.
Yeah,
This way,
but like
Green at the 1, get the Green at the 2, do whatever you want to do with that. But I'm not trading. Yeah, we have no shot.
okay. What about the Raptors?
No team, but only team
Like,
I can imagine is like the Jazz. I can imagine the Jazz. Could you try to get a trade?
Lowry Markkinen.
Yeah, that could work. That's the only way I can see
Jow
that.
for Lowry Markkinen. Jow for Lowry Markkinen. I mean, yeah, the Grizzlies want a guy that's going to be nice and quiet. Desmond Bain at the 1. You get more spacing. You get size. We've been looking for MPJ. We were looking for MPJ and you found him. Yeah.
It's not a terrible idea. I do think John Morant's more value than Larry Markkinen, but I mean, it's not.
You'll figure it out.
I would try.
You'll figure it out.
I'll try to get Simons too in that deal. Try to get like a point guard for me.
You got Scottie Pippen Jr. though.
I guess, but I'll try to upgrade now. Try to upgrade. That's what I would do.
I'd honestly try and get Walker Kessler. Lowry, Walker Kessler, and I'll maybe give you like GG Jackson if you want. I want Walker Kessler.
Might be able to get Kessler. You might be able to.
Yeah, they love putting him on the block. Give me him.
Kyle Pitowski now, so yeah, it's possible.
Yeah. Okay. No, I like that. Jazz. No, that's the best landing spot for John Morant. Is there any playoff series we haven't talked about yet?
I think that's the big ones, honestly.
Oh, we didn't talk about the Lakers or the Clippers both. Yeah. But we talked about everything else, right? I'm about to look at the break. Yeah. We've talked about everything else, but those two series is in LA. Which one you talking about first?
I'll probably go Clippers to Nuggets.
Yeah, this has been my most watched series too. It's a dude.
All right, Cavs won.
You hear me?
I hear you now.
You hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
You
hear me?
You hear me? Bad. I don't hear you. Are you hearing me now?
I can hear you. Yep.
Kawhi was hooping like he was on the Raptors. He was hooping like he on the Spurs the other night, bro. He like 3 shots the whole night and difficult threes and middies all game.
No, he was tough, bro. It's a scary sight, definitely. I mean, if Harden steps up, this could definitely be a championship team, 100%.
Yeah.
I think that we need to kind of see the James Harden step up offensively for his team to really reach maximum height. And since his Rockets days, hasn't really been a playoff riser. Probably my biggest concern right now with the Clippers. But their depth, Kawhi being a star and healthy, that's honestly the biggest reasons for me. So I say the biggest X factor is Kawhi's health and Harden being able to step up. If those two work out, they could definitely win this series, maybe even the whole thing. That's my opinion.
Yeah. Nah, bro, I told you. I think these are both of the Thunder's biggest threats, and they're playing each other, you know? So, one of them are going to be gone. Thunder going to face one of these guys the round after this one, too. They're going to be rolling against the easy – bro, Thunder – if the Celtics make it out, it's Thunder Celtics. The Thunder's bracket is literally going to be the Nuggets and Clippers after they beat up on each other while they walk through the Grizzlies. So they're going to be fully ready for a series that they're already preparing for, you know? And then, like, you're going to either have Jokic having to carry or Kawhi having to play another 7-game series, missing 3 shots and barely beating the game. You know?
No, I agree. I think the only teams that can come out the West healthy right now is Nuggets, Clippers, and Thunder. With one of them being eliminated in the first round, it's gonna be pretty easily for the Thunder because they would have to face one tough series until the championship. So yeah, definitely agree with that statement. Yeah, the Nuggets side of things, they're pretty consistent though. I will say the Clippers don't really have that fantastic game or have those X factors in place. Nuggets probably gonna win the series just because Jokic has been very consistent and good. Jamal Murray's pretty consistent. FPJ, they all kind of do the same similar role. So if you're not really on your P's and Q's with the Clippers, I do think the Nuggets are gonna take this series.
Yeah. Yeah. Leaf, you here? Yeah. Clippers, Nuggets, dude. This is a tough series. I don't know who I got winning. I just feel like it's just safe to say the Nuggets, just in case Kawhi get hurt. You know.
Yeah, I'm going Nuggets. I'm still. I'm my pick before the draft. The series even started. I'm still sticking with that pick.
Yeah, I don't think any of my picks changed.
Yeah, mine's neither. No.
One of mine.
Think about Knicks Pistons. I think I picked the Knicks. I don't remember.
I said one of mine may change. It's the Knicks Pistons.
Yeah, it's only one. Yeah.
You know what? You're right. I did chat earlier when I said that's the easy one. Dude.
Yeah.
Oh man. I didn't even say who I got in that series earlier.
I forgot who I picked though. I forgot. I did forget.
Me and you both said the Knicks.
Knicks, okay.
Yeah, we both said the Knicks just because like they should win. But like if they don't win, they're firing Tom Thibodeau.
They might, yeah.
They traded 5 firsts for Mikal Bridges. That looks terrible.
Yeah, I don't know how to get out. I don't know what they can do this offseason to make a move. They don't really have any picks. Their best asset right now is probably Miles McBride, but he got paired up with a high contract, which they don't really have access to. It's going to be a very interesting offseason for them.
And it's very like hard. You gotta to be a championship team. The Knicks gotta find a player better than Brunson.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know how you do that.
It's gonna be impossible.
I mean, what if Kawhi gets hurt and the Clippers are just over him?
Injury, Draymond Green.
Oh man.
Yeah. What do you say? I mean, not Jalen Green. Not Jalen Green. I'm sorry. Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield injured. But yeah, what'd you say with Kawhi? I mean, with who?
Like, if he was to get hurt again in this year's playoffs and, like, they just out on him, maybe the Knicks could trade for him and, like, get off of one of those players because Kawhi's contract will expire soon and at least you could get a player that's a roll of a dice and maybe better than Jalen Brunson if he's healthy, or he retires and you get out of those contracts.
That's a possibility. I think you probably have to give up Miles McBride. I mean, his contract's ending soon anyways. He probably couldn't pay him anyways. So, I mean, I would definitely look into that. Kawhi for like Miles McBride. Smaller contract, like maybe OG Anunoby would be best. Mikal Bridges has a longer contract, I believe at least. So yeah, I would try to explore that, but still, I would try to look for somebody else. But if they only have another option, it's kind of the only thing you're left with.
Yeah. Lakers Timberwolves. This is a series of I don't even know, bro. Like I'm watching highlights right now because I'm gonna be honest, this is the one series that I've been missing out on. Pretty sure these games probably start late, huh?
Yeah.
I've been missing these games for some reason.
It's solid. I picked the Lakers in the beginning just because of the playmaking aspect. The Bulls don't really have that strength. And it's kind of been a lopsided in the first game with the Timberwolves, kind of exposed them on the defensive end, showing their power on defense. The second game was a completely different story. The Lakers were able to kind of utilize their offense, get a lot of scoring going on, lots of scoring with LeBron played better as well. And yeah, just a lot more playmaking on their end. They're also able to play small ball and expose Rudy Gobert a lot, create a mismatch between Gobert and Luka. They're able to expose that every single time. So it's kind of just two completely different games, honestly.
Yeah,
so, definitely hard definitely a harder series than the other ones. But I'm still sticking with my Lakers for this one. Not my Lakers, just the Lakers. Stick with the Lakers for this one.
Yeah, box score watching, these two games did look completely different. Just looking at the box score, that's also why I didn't watch either one of these games. Both times I was able to tune in, it was like decided, you know.
Yeah.
Both of these games have probably shown that too much. I'm watching right now, just playing. Is that Leaf? Oh, I thought I heard Leaf, but yeah, I'm just watching it. It's a lot of the same stuff from last year. Luca being able to take advantage of Rudy Gobert and Jaden McDaniels because of his pros and their cons. He's
Yeah.
also able to take care of Mike Conley.
Yeah.
Like the thing about the Timberwolves, though, they have a deep roster, but we'll see what matters more. Anthony Edwards with a deep roster, or the Lakers having like 2 star players in a great role player. You know,
Mhm.
I I'm gonna just stick with the Lakers, man. I'm gonna stick with the Lakers. These first 2 games were at the Lakers arena, so Timberwolves got home court advantage right now. This might be, you know what? This might be a 7 game series,
Think
and
so?
if that's what it is, then you got to go with Luca, right? Even though Ant Man, you got to go with Luca.
Yeah. Agree.
Yeah, probably a 7 game series. That's what this is, bro. We'll see how this goes out. Um, is there anything else? That's all the series is, and all the yeah.
2 hour episode.
What's up?
A 2 hour episode, just a series. It's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Should we do any would you rather's like Kate Cunningham or something?
Uh, if you want, I don't got anything in my mind right now.
Yeah, let's just do one. Let's just do one, not too much.
Okay.
Um, you gonna do me or you want me to do you?
I can do it.
All right.
Okay. Would you rather Cade Cunningham edition? Cade or Jalen Brunson?
Kate Cunningham.
Jalen Brown?
Kate Cunningham.
Tyrese Halliburton?
Kate Cunningham.
Paolo Banchero?
Oh wow. Give me Paulo.
Steph Curry?
Curry.
John Morant?
I'll go with Kate Cunningham.
Donovan Mitchell?
Donovan Mitchell.
Jamal Murray?
Kate Cunningham.
Damian Lillard?
Kate Cunningham.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
You said a name and they really. Oh, Donovan Mitchell. If there's anyone that's gonna be a small guard that does it in this era,
Yeah,
it's Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell can't do it no one can.
I agree.
Yeah, bro. He's a playoff riser just like Brunson. And he's a better defender than Brunson. And he spaces out the court better than Brunson. Like, and he's better at getting downhill than Brunson. If Donovan Mitchell, and he got a defense better than Brunson. If Donovan Mitchell can't do it, no one can. Donovan Mitchell even got another guard like able to set him up. And like if he does have a matchup against Asar Thompson, he could at least run away from him and stuff.
And things like the Celtics, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Garland gotta go, bro. I think he's the guy that gotta go.
I was saying this. Maybe you put Dono at the 1. But
I'll probably try to get like a bigger, like a point guard, but yeah, it's possible.
we'll see. We'll see how Darius Garland does this playoffs. But I like I said, everybody got a magnifying glass on them. Before we end off the episode, that's what I'm gonna say. Every series, my magnifying glass, I got one on Darius Garland. I got another one on like Nemhard and Halliburton. I'm watching both of them. Nemhard is a hooper. The Knicks it's obviously Kate Cunningham. The Celtics for me it's Franz Wagner.
Wait, you said Knicks, Kate Cunningham?
Yeah, the Knicks Pistons that series. The player I'm watching closest is Kate Cunningham. I know who Cat is. And this is what Cat always is in the playoffs. I ain't worried about this. Like y'all disappointed, I'm not. Kate Cunningham though, he's interesting. You know, Pacers Bucks like Nemhard and Halliburton. They're both kind of the same. They started playing in the playoffs at the same time, so kind of watching them together.
Mhm.
The Celtics Magic is Franz Wagner. He can't shoot, and I'm looking at that. Jalen Green for the Rockets Warriors, Lakers Timberwolves. It's Jaden McDaniels, believe it or not. He defensively and offensively, like if he can't do it against Luka, and he can just get put out of games against Luka consistently, he shouldn't be in the same conference as him. Shouldn't be in the same conference as him at that point. Nuggets Clippers. It's just Kawhi, bro. You always just watch Kawhi. Kawhi's always the guy you watch. And then the Thunder Grizzlies, ain't nothing to watch. This series over. You know? It's really Desmond Bain, though. It's really Desmond Bain. But like we'll see how everything goes out. But thank you everybody for tuning in to episode 209 of the Score Show. You got anything you want to say before you go there?
That's it, man. Excited for Game 3.
Yeah, Rockets Nation. Let's ride. We winning a championship, yo, boys. Yeah, let's go, man.